Here's a painful truth. Sometimes the nicer you are, the harder people push you. Not because kindness is weak, but because most people confuse kindness with access. They assume your patience means permission. They assume your understanding means you'll tolerate more. And once they learn you won't react, they start seeing how far they can go. This is the nice trap. A lot of pressure doesn't come from strong people. It comes from people who are uncertain. And uncertain people test boundaries like a child tests a fence. Not to be evil, but to find out where the limits are. When you're nice, you often send these signals without realizing it. You explain too much. You soften your words. You say sorry for having needs. You agree to things just to keep peace. You laugh when something isn't funny. You delay your no until you feel forced to say yes. And people read that as flexibility. So they push. They push your time. They push your attention. They push your energy. They push your money. They push your patience. And here's the psychology. When someone gets away with a small push, they try a bigger one. That's not personal. It's behavioral conditioning. You taught them your boundary is negotiable. The moment you realize this, everything changes. Because the solution is not to become cold. The solution is to become clear. Kindness without boundaries becomes self-betrayal, and self-betrayal attracts pressure. Let's break down the 3 types of people who push nice people. First, the opportunist. They notice you avoid conflict. They ask for small favors that grow over time. They don't hate you. They just take what's available. Second, the insecure controller. They feel safe only when they can influence you. They use guilt, urgency, or emotional drama. If you react, they feel powerful. If you stay calm, they escalate. Third, the careless taker. They don't think deeply. They're used to getting their way. They push because they've never met resistance. Now here's the key. You don't stop pressure by arguing. You stop pressure by changing the rule. You replace nice with calm authority. That means you keep your kindness, but you remove access. Here are 4 shifts that instantly change how people treat you. 1. Stop over-explaining. If you say no, don't open a paragraph. Just say, "That doesn't work for me." Then stop. 2. Stop negotiating your boundaries in real time. Pressure works best when it's emotional and fast. So slow it down. Say, "Let me think," or send it in writing. Paper kills pressure because it removes urgency. 3. Stop rewarding disrespect with extra warmth. When someone pushes with attitude, your instinct may be to smooth it over, but smoothing is a reward. Instead, name the line calmly. "Don't speak to me like that." Then silence. 4. Practice the calm repeat. When they push again, repeat the same sentence, same tone. No new words, no new material. Pressure dies when it can't find an opening. Now, a lot of people fear boundaries because they fear losing people. But here's the truth. Boundaries don't remove good people. They remove people who only stayed because you were easy to use. And if that sounds harsh, watch what happens when you improve. At first, people may act surprised. They may say, "You've changed." What they mean is, "You don't respond the way I'm used to." Some will respect you more. Some will test you harder. And that second group is the proof the boundary is working. Because if someone gets angry when you set a limit, they weren't asking, they were controlling. So here's a simple 7-day challenge. For 1 week, 1. Say no without a story. 2. Pause before you answer requests. 3. Don't apologize for reasonable boundaries. 4. Repeat your boundary once, then exit the conversation. You'll notice the shift: fewer last-minute demands, fewer guilt trips, fewer tests, and the biggest change is internal. You feel cleaner, less resentment, less fatigue, more self-respect. Because being nice is not the problem. Being available to be pushed is. Real kindness is steady. Real kindness is self-respecting. Real kindness does not trade your peace for someone else's comfort. So keep your heart soft, but make your boundaries firm. That's how you stay kind without becoming a target.